I mention this weekend's action, and that is Eubank Jr. and Conor. Benn,
Yeah.
break it down a little bit for me tactically. How do you see the fight playing out, and who do you think will win?
Right. Well, it's a difficult one because I think there's one significant difference. One guy is a genuine middleweight, and the other guy is a genuine welterweight. That's the first thing. And had I been managing um, Conor Benn, I would have insisted on it being less than 150, less than 160 pounds. I would have had it at one, maybe 156, 158, and then a restriction on what Eubank is allowed to put on. I mean, there is a restriction, but when it's 10 o'clock in the morning and he can go from 160 to 170, that still makes him, by the time that weigh-in's over, he'll just bang the fluids into him. And by the time he's walking to the ring, he'll be a light heavyweight. And that's the reality. So 170 is 12 stone 2. So he can't be any more than 12 stone 2 by 10 o'clock on the day of the fight, morning of the fight. So by the time he walks to the ring, he'll be 175, 178. So, he, at the end of the day, he'll be a light heavyweight by the time he walks into the ring. And that makes a difference, James. That makes a big difference because, a good big one will always beat a good little one. And I thought Conor Benn's developing and getting better as a fighter. Didn't see enough of him. Now he had the drugs thing, and that's all put him back a bit of time. So he hasn't had the continuity that he would have liked to have had going into this fight. Still doesn't make him. It doesn't make him an outsider. I think he's got a genuine chance in the first half of the fight. I think Benn can possibly pull off a spectacular knockout in the early part of the fight, because if you look at Eubank's chin has been incredible when he was a super middleweight. Then he boiled himself down to fight Smith, and he got knocked out. That big, incredibly important part of you as a fighter was broken, and it can't be unbroken. So what I'm saying is that makes him vulnerable early doors, and Ben will be quicker and explosive in the early rounds. So he's got a chance in the first half. If he doesn't get him out of there, he got to favour Eubank in the second half. That's the way I see it.
So it's just certainly an intriguing fight. Barry, I want to thank you.